I gotta say, my first teaching job was actually at Elmwood, and everything they say about it is true. I grew up in Charleswood, and it is just a whole different world out there. And I should also add that actually when Rick and I went through, the odds of having Oak Park grads are actually pretty good. There were several of them. My speech is a little different, but here we go. At the press conference for the event, Kelly Moore asked me how two sisters had the honor of making it into Manitoba Sports Hall of Fame. I said time. We put in a lot of time. He didn't let me away with that and asked, there's got to be more to that. So my speech is about really how two sisters accomplished it. One of my best advantages was technique. Sandy is clearly taller and stronger than me, but I had better technique. Now as a parent, I realize that you experiment with the first child, and the second child, you get it right. But I believe for kids to learn technique, they must know why they are doing things. I coach grade 10 boys volleyball, and when passing, we work on shuffling. When I ask them why they shuffle, they have no answer. When I ask them why they shuffle in basketball, still no answer. And so I think one of the keys for Sandy and I is we knew why we did things. And if you don't know the answer, you can ask basketball people. But most of them can't. And the one kid that in the past 10 years has answered it correctly, which is so you can change direction quickly, he now plays at the University of Brandon. And it's the only kid I've had that was able to answer it. So as an athlete, Sandy and I definitely would have answered that right. And we were both students of the game. And I think that's one of the big keys to our success. We knew why you do things and what that exposed as weaknesses when others didn't. My dad, Sandy, and I learned a lot about pitching by trial and error. He knew some. My mom played quite a bit competitively, but we didn't know a ton. So we kind of just experimented. Nowadays, kids would just Google it, or there would be an app for it, but we had to go with it. So we learned by experimenting. But I think one of the big keys of that is you can learn a lot from that, and you learn how to correct your errors. Mariano Rivera even learned the cutter fooling around in warm-up. That's how he got his greatest pitch. He got hundreds of millions out of it. I get this honor, so thank you for that. I think too many coaches, though, don't encourage kids to take risks. My dad coached me all along, and I think one of his biggest strengths as a coach was his loyalty. The lineup didn't change from day to day. And when I played on the national team, that was one thing that was hard, is you would bat well, bat third, have a bad game, seventh, bat well. So they moved around the lineup. And I hope coaches out there realize that it's a lot easier as an athlete if you have that trust from your coach and you feel comfortable to take risks out there. And I believe to be an exceptional athlete, you need to take risks in order to have success. The last part I have, the final answer is I grew up in Charleswood and played club volleyball in Selkirk. So my parents drove us everywhere. They were very committed and didn't worry about their own time. We practiced way more than anyone else as a team and as individuals. When the pitching machine didn't throw hard enough, my dad built a new one. It was massive and wheeled out, but my parents put so much time in, and for that I am forever grateful to them. I should mention that good genes don't hurt either. My mom's actually in the Basketball Hall of Fame. Her team was inducted. I would like to thank the committee for this great honor. I'd like to thank my husband. He assured me I would forget him, but I didn't, so the McLennans will appreciate that. And I'd also like to thank my Auntie Marjorie. So thank you very much.